What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we're doing something a little bit different. In fact, today is a very special day. Let me show you why. For the first time ever, there are no cars at this house. None. Not a single car anywhere in sight. Huh. I almost feel like my children left home and I have like empty nest syndrome. And no, there's not one in the garage either. Literally no cars here. Oh, but I did just find a quarter. That's something. So I just got a call from Firestone. Maybe I jumped the gun a little bit. I sent the Mercedes over to Firestone to get a quick alignment. I figured it wouldn't take too long, wouldn't be too big of a deal. Turns out I was very wrong. Firestone called me and they said, hey, you've got some suspension problems. Now, I knew it needed an alignment because as I've showed you in the previous videos, the camber on the front wheels is like this. Like it's bad. I could see that visually. And if you can visually see it, believe me, you got problems. Well, some of you commented and said, hey, Mercedes like that are known to have bad ball joints. Well, guess what? You were right. So if you commented before and said that the Mercedes was probably going to have bad ball joints, oh, were you ever right? So far, what I'm being told, this is just preliminary, is that it needs all 4 front control arms. That's the weird thing. It has, I guess, 4 lower control arms on the front and then 2 upper control arms on the front. So you have like a lower rear and a lower front control arm on the front, then on like the left side, then you have it on the right side. So, you know, it's not expensive to fix. Like it's like $120, it's about $120 to get these parts. That's assuming it doesn't need any rear suspension work. So unfortunately, the alignment's not going to get done. Kind of sad news. I'm going to have to catch an Uber, go back there, pick up the Benz, and I don't think I'm going to have time to get to the suspension before I go on vacation. And that's something else I wanted to bring up while we're on the subject. So, I don't remember if I have told you guys or not, but I am leaving for vacation soon. Approximately, I should know this off the top of my head by now because the time is coming, but it's going to be right around August 4th until, I don't know, August 16th. It's probably pushing it. That's technically when my vacation is scheduled, but we may return a little bit earlier. We won't know until we get there. So the flight's booked, the hotel's paid for. We're going to be going to Long Beach in Washington. We're going to be going to Mount St. Helens in, that's in Oregon? No, that's Washington, Oregon. Where's Mount St. Helens? Okay, so I'm not a geography expert. I could have made that even funnier and said I'm not a geometry expert, which I am not that either. But anyway, we're going to be visiting Oregon and Washington, and I actually rented a Prius for my trip. So when I get there, I'll be using Turo to rent a Prius to get all over Washington and Oregon. Long Beach is supposed to be beautiful, and I can't wait to go and see this beautiful side of the country. I've never been to Oregon. I've never been to Washington, so I'm definitely excited to go. But the downside to this is while I'm gone, I'm obviously not going to be able to do any car content. Now, I've got a lot of parts on order. A lot of parts are on the way, and they're going to be arriving while I'm gone. So when I get back, there's definitely going to be a lot of S600 content to go over. So it will definitely be the gift that keeps on giving for you guys. We'll do that suspension work together. We'll find out what else we need to get done on it. And, you know, we'll do the best we can, all dependent upon my budget. Next thing I wanted to talk about is some of you have been asking, where are all the cars at? Good question. All of the cars have been rented, except for the Corvette, obviously. All of the cars are rented on the Toro platform because I'm using that as a way to kind of make some additional income to cover some of the recent expenses. And that's good because so far in about the last 2 weeks, these cars are bringing in, I think, around $700 or $800. So that's really going to help with some of the money that I've been spending, and apparently need to continue spending it in order to keep going with this S600 project. I think I'm going to sell the RX8. I do. I put it up for sale already at $5,500. Now I owe $63 on it, and I know some of you are going to talk trash about that. Whatever. I borrowed the money from the bank. I owe $63 on it, so obviously I'm going to pay out the difference out of pocket, and I don't mind that at all. But as I always do, you guys get first dibs on it. I've already got a couple people interested from Craigslist, which is where I posted it. Obviously not at $5,500. That's the initial price. I expect to get $5,000, and certainly I shouldn't get any less than $4,800. But I could use the money, and honestly, the RX8 is not getting driven at all. I really prefer to go to somebody that's actually going to use it and enjoy it. The car usually sits out in the street just parked, and it deserves a better life than that. I kind of had to choose between the S600 and the RX8. So I guess my choice is keeping the S600 because it is so much more fun. The RX8 is not a project for this channel. It only needed minor work, and that work is done. There's really no more content to be had from it unless something catastrophic happens. Fingers crossed it doesn't. You know, the content is what I need to focus on, and the S600 provides that. The RX8 does not, and I just can't have all these cars sitting here. So we're going to get rid of the RX8. We may be letting go of another one or two, maybe, I don't know, in the future. We'll talk about that later. But I guess right now, let's go get the Benz, and then let's do a headlight restoration, a cheap and quick, free headlight restoration, since so many of you have been complaining about it. Let's get going. Alright, so step one is to check my watch and see my brother telling me that old girl down the street is outside washing the car in a bikini. Well, I'm sure my fiance would not mind one bit if I just ran down the street to check out the girl in the bikini. No, thank you. Now, my brother is single, so it's not an issue for him, but I would not do such a thing. That would be disrespectful to my fiance. Next, we have Uber, and it looks like my Uber is about 5 minutes away, and it's going to be Neri with a 4.9 who has completed 3,676 trips. He'll be picking me up in a Ford Fusion, and I'll be on my way to pick up the dangerous S600 with suspension problems. Should be fun driving it home. Looks like my Uber should be pulling up any moment now in that Ford Fusion. Ah, here they come right now. Excellent. Looks like our driver is here. Let's get in. All right, let's pick her back up and see. All right, well, it is what it is, right? Good Lord, that's a big bump. Jeez. So I just talked to the people at Firestone, and I'm not familiar with the Mercedes suspension at all, obviously, but they were really cool and explained to me what's going on. Basically, the ball joints on the front are just shot, lower ball joints. The control arms, all four, like I said earlier, there are 4 control arms just for the lower part of the front end. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. All of them, he said he was able to grab the wheel and you could just move the tire. Like the whole wheel just moves like it's nothing. I'm quite honestly, I'm totally surprised. I really am. I am blown away that we have so much play in the front end. The car does not drive like there's a problem in the world. So I guess, you know, when I get back to the house, I'm just going to have to order those parts, and we're going to have to fix it. You know, that's just all there is to it. It's just one of those things. I'm not upset because so far I have been very lucky on this car. I've had a lot of people tell me how expensive Mercedes parts are, and while I definitely believe that can be true, I am what a lot of people would call thrifty or cheap. Just personal preference. Yeah, that just happened. Anyway, I'm trying to maintain my professionalism here. I'm driving in a 600 S-Class Mercedes after all. We need to remain professional and civilized. Fuck it. No. So, sorry about that. You know, Oklahoma heat, the damn mount for the GoPro, whatever. So, you know, they tell me that basically my front end is totally trashed, and the first thing I do is take it out on the highway because it's an enjoyable experience, and why the hell not? Well, oh, I'm out of gas? Oh, shit, I didn't know that either. Great. Okay, so we need gas. Okay, so here's the game plan right now. We're gonna get gas because we're literally completely out. It's really out. We're gonna get the gas. We're gonna put some fuel system cleaner in the tank. We're gonna go home and then we're gonna detail these headlights. Or did we already detail them? I guess it depends on how I edit the video. Okay, let's get gas. Nah, getting jiggy with it. Which side is the gas tank on again? I think it's the other side. Creep your way back up to full. Let's go. Welcome back, everybody. You see anything different? Yeah, you do. Looks a lot different, doesn't it? So here's what I've done. These headlights, some of you have said, I know it's got to be killing you, and it is, man. So I figure instead, being concerned about replacing this light and having to pay, you know, Sam's Club to do it and waste that money, if we're going to have to replace it anyway, I figure why not just break out the DA and this ultra cut compound right here, and let's just nail it. You know, is it going to be as good as Walmart? Probably not, or Sam's Club. I mean, we're just doing a real quick DA and then we're going to put a quick polish on it. But I mean, already the difference is, no pun intended, but clear. I guess. You can still place an online order. All right, man, I don't know if you guys can see this, but look at those wheels, right? I mean, they're angled like, the right front one is angled in like this, and the left front one is angled in like this too. They're just, wow, that's got some bad camber. I don't even know for sure if you can see this. But man, those things are riding on the inside shoulder more than anything. Anyway, here's the finished product for the headlights. I think they came out looking pretty damn nice. Again, this is just to satisfy my OCD and some of you guys that were bugging me about it. Oh man. Don't worry, we weren't speeding. Don't be a snitch. I can't lie. I feel so blessed to be just hammering on a 600 S-Class Mercedes with a V12, my Corvette. I'm having an absolute blast doing these videos for you guys, and I hope you enjoy riding along with me. There's nothing else I'd rather do. I swear, this is it for me. This is the perfect life for me. We got right turn signal reflector code. We got a left turn signal reflector code. They come and go as they please. I think I need to pull the bulbs and clean them out and everything. But man, can you hear this sucker when you hit on the gas? I mean, surely, I hope it comes out in video. I really do. It's just, it's such a stark contrast between this V12 and the Corvette's LS3 V8, but both of them don't they don't hesitate to put a smile on my face, man. They don't. God, what a great car. What a great car. And I'm going to end on a positive note. It's a great car. I am so happy to be driving it right now. Even with the suspension problems, we'll get this all sorted out soon. I'm going to do my best to try to make some filler videos that probably aren't going to be all that interesting, but better than me posting nothing car related during the time I'm on vacation. Stay positive. Do you. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do something. And don't ever be anybody other than who you truly are. I spent many years living my life as somebody that I wasn't, always trying to fit in, and then one day the world just seemed different to me. One day I woke up and I didn't give a shit anymore. I didn't care what people thought of me, and I still don't. Don't get me wrong, I love you YouTube peeps. I appreciate you guys, but do I care what you think of me? Not really. I hope that you think I'm a decent person. I try to do right by people, just trying to make a living, doing something that I love. And I hope that that's what you guys see me as. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I'm going to live my life and I'm going to enjoy it because it's too short not to. Life is too damn short to be anybody other than who you really are. So stay true to yourself. Until next time, stay safe out there, and I will catch you soon in the next one. But before we go, I got to do one more thing. Hold on, railroad tracks. See you soon. God, you're a great car. I love you. I truly do. I love you. Sexy girl.